Game time. What's good, everybody? It's your boy, Big Baby. What's poppin', everybody? It's Big Baby Jonathan here. Welcome to the #1 sports podcast on YouTube, the Big Baby Jonathan Sports Podcast. Welcome to the latest edition of the Big Baby Jonathan Sports Podcast. And in today's show, Lakers versus Dallas Mavericks on Christmas. Just want to thank everybody a Merry Christmas. You know what I mean? Hope you guys are having a good, blessed, positive Christmas. And shout out to my wonderful girlfriend. She got me this Lakers shirt for Christmas. And this, a Laker clock. Appreciate you, baby. Now let's get into Lakers versus Dallas Mavericks for tonight's game. My thoughts about tonight's game overall at 5 o'clock p.m. on ABC and ESPN. Lakers need to come in with the tenacity, the hustle, the grit, grind. We got to play defense better because against the Clippers we gave up a lot of open layups and lobs and wide open three-pointers. We got to do a better job defensively tonight. And we got to stop Luka Doncic. Let the others try to beat us. Don't let Luka get 35 and 15 rebounds and 11 assists. You need to have the others try to beat you. Force Luka Doncic to be a facilitator, but try to get him out of a comfort zone. Try to get him out of his comfort zone. You know what I mean? That's what I would do. You know? That's what I would do if I was the coach for Los Angeles Lakers. I would say pressure Luka. LeBron, go guard Luka. You know, I would try to throw some different type of wings at him just to make him uncomfortable. You know what I mean? And they got a very talented team. They got Willie Cauley-Stein, you know, Josh Richardson, you know, and Dwight Powell can shoot that mid-range put back, so he's going to be in there trying to get bored. So Lakers got to do a better job is grab rebound, you know, get extra possessions too. You know what I mean? I love when we out-rebound teams. I love when we fight, compete at the highest level. I know it's the second game of the season. I understand it. You know what I mean? It's going to be a long season. You know, Frank Vogel said it best. There's going to be nights where it gets ugly. You know what I mean? So us Laker fans have to expect that. You know what I mean? We're going to treat this like we're going to treat this 25 games. I'm gonna treat this like the next 25 games like it's training camp. Let me tell you why I think it's going to be like training camps, because we haven't got any training camp together, so we got to get our conditioning back. We got to get all the stuff right. You know, we got new acquisitions. We got to come together for that. You know, it's going to be a great game tonight. And Dallas Mavericks have a good team. You know, they got Luka. They got Porzingis. Unfortunately, he's not playing tonight. He's injured. They got Josh Richardson, Mark Bielitsa, Mark Bogdanovich, the tall dude, the 7'4" guy. He's talented, you know. And they got Tim Hardaway, and they got Jeremy Jackson Jr. James Johnson. They got James Johnson. He's talented, you know. And they struggled. Dallas struggled in that fourth quarter against the Phoenix Suns from the perimeter and the three. You know what I mean? They struggled from those two areas in that fourth quarter. That's why they lost against the Suns. They were missing wide open shots, wide open, mid range. So what Lakers need to do is contest, force, you know, and limit turnovers. LeBron, AD need to turn up tonight. You know what I mean? It's the first Christmas game, you know, and then before the 2020 is over, you know, I want to get our first win of the season on Christmas, man. I know, unfortunately, sometimes we don't win on Christmas, but that'd be cool if we win on Christmas this year, man, because, you know, I want to be 1-1. Then if we're even, you know, let me see, we got my boy Kobe Forever 248, man. What's going on, man? Thank you. You know, and everybody, man, go follow my boy Kobe Forever 248 on Twitter. He has amazing Zoom parties, Lakers, Dodgers, even USC. Unfortunately, they lost the Rose Bowl, but he has DJ parties every weekend, man. So put your thing in the comments. I'm gonna post it. You know what I mean? Let me see. Got my boy Lakers. Merry Christmas, big baby. I want to see the young kids run with Dennis and the Mark. Yeah, me too, man. I want to see Talhorn Tucker, and even give Devontae Cacott some opportunities. You know, give Devontae Cacott an opportunity, man. He's very talented, love his game. But the player I really want to see step up, I know we got the acquisitions. I know we got Dennis Schroeder, Montrezl Harrell, Wesley Matthews, Marc Gasol. The players that I need to see step up, Marc Gasol, Wesley Matthews. Those two players had a really terrible game in the opener. You know what I mean? So they need to play better. You know, if you have an open shot, shoot it. Don't pass it. Because there was a lot of times Marc Gasol would have a wide open mid-range and he'll pass it. Bro, if you're open, shoot that bit. You know, shoot it. You know, if you miss it, oh well. As long as you put in a tent. You know, he had 0 points, 1 rebound, 5 fouls. That's unacceptable as a big man for Los Angeles Lakers. I know it's just one game, but you can't play like that, man. You cannot play like that. Again, you know, Marc Gasol's should dominate. Marc Gasol should dominate. Wesley Matthews should dominate as well. He's a great defender, 3-point specialist. You know what I mean? So I really want to see this Laker team come out with executions on both ends of the floor. But it's unfortunate that us Laker fans can't go watch it at Staples Center, man. That'd be cool if we watched it. You know what I mean? Let me see here. Hold on, is Porzingis playing tonight? Let me see. Okay, because there was a report that he was going to play Porzingis, but I just saw a thing on the rumor mill right now that Rick Carlisle said Porzingis will not be playing tonight. So I guess Porzingis has another knee problem. Let me see. Okay. Yeah, Porzingis will not play tonight, but they got some great talent on Dallas. They got Luka Doncic, Josh Richardson. Josh Richardson's an underrated defender. They got James Johnson, like I mentioned. They got Tim Hardaway Jr., Willie Cauley-Stein, Mark Bielitsa, Trey Burke, Dwight Powell. And they got Jalen Brunson. He's talented. We don't want to let Jalen Brunson get off because he can explode for 18, 19 points. We got to come play better on the perimeter defense tonight. Let me see. My boy, there you go, guys. Yeah, I'll be down. So everybody go follow my boy Kobe Forever 248 on Twitter, man. Let's see. Mavericks, money line, hammer it. We'll see, man. And LeBron tweaked his ankle in the game, and that's what I was going to mention too. LeBron tweaked his ankle in game 1 of the season, and he said he sprained it pretty bad. But yesterday in the press conference after practice, he said he's good to go. He's excited for he's excited for Christmas game. He's juiced up, and I wouldn't be surprised if LeBron tries to wear those green Kobe's or the green and red Kobe, because I guess the new Kobe's are out. You know what I mean? So I'm just really excited, You know what I mean? But here's the crazy part, guys. Here is the crazy part. It's just funny how we lose. I'm going to get into that. Lakers lost game 1 versus the San Diego Clippers. Congratulations, Clippers. You guys got your championship trophy, your back-to-back opening night champs. And they really have the audacity to say the Clippers are the biggest threat to They have the audacity to say the Clippers are the biggest threat to the Lakers to get back to the finals. Really? Off of one game? You did that last season. You were praising the Clippers. You know what I mean? So go ahead. Actually, you know what? Go ahead and continue to praise them. Because at the end of the day, the Clippers will still choke. Paul George will still fuck up. Sorry for cussing, Big Baby John, the Sports Podcast fans. But Paul George is going to choke like he always been doing. This Clipper team is always going to be choking. So until they prove me wrong, I'm going to keep talking. You can't just all assume that the Clippers are better than Lakers off of one game. Really, Stephen A. Smith? Really, Max Kellerman? Are you kidding me? It's like, come on, man. It's like these media outlets always be doing that. And they had, when Milwaukee lost the game, you know what they said? Is Giannis going to leave in 2025? Really? Off of one game? Really? It's like, come on, man. What are you guys going to say if Brooklyn loses to Boston tonight? Is Kevin Durant, Kyrie Irving have bad chemistry? Y'all trying to create controversy off of nothing, off of one game. ESPN, First Take, Undisputed, ESPN Radio, relax. So stop with the overreactions. Overreactions on one game, it doesn't mean anything. Us losing to the Clippers doesn't mean anything. You know what I mean? It's a long journey of a season. We're going to have ups, highs, lows. We're going to get punched in the mouth and be like, oh, damn, we got blown up with 30. Oh, man. Let's bounce back. You know what I mean? So, Lakers, Laker Nation, stay the course. Continue to get better as a team and as a unit. Thrive off the adversity that you're probably going to experience during this season. You know what I mean? Because last time Lakers played was 72 days ago. You know what I mean? And it's unfortunate that we have to play play right away. Boom. A lot of the other teams, like the Suns, Kings, everybody that didn't make the bubble, is going to have the energy. They're in conditioning shape. You know what I mean? So what we need to do is just, if the Lakers need to throw the young guys out there like THT, Giannis' brother, all those players, it's crazy. And Kuzma too, man. What up, Lakers? What up, Lakers all day? Dope, man. What's poppin', man? Merry Christmas to you, man. Hope all is well. I like Kuz and THT on the floor together. Me too. I love Kuzma. I love THT. I love Montrezl Harrell's game. I love Montrezl Harrell and Dennis Schroeder's pick and roll game. The pick and roll game is deadly. Remember how the Clippers had Lou Williams and Montrezl Harrell? It's kind of like that. But Montrezl Harrell brought the energy, and Dennis Schroeder is a very underrated rebound. He had 14 rebounds in the opener. He's a great perimeter defender. He guarded Kawhi a couple times, 4 or 5 times in that third quarter. He deflected the pass and got rebounds, put in transition, throwing lobs to Montrezl Harrell. So that's what I want to see from the Lakers team. Now I want to see Montrezl Harrell dominate, get those boards, and change the momentum of the game. You know what I mean? I want to see this Lakers team say, okay, we lost last game, we're going to come out and dominate. And I expect LeBron James and Anthony Davis to play at the highest level tonight. I expect Anthony Davis to dominate like he did in that preseason game against the Suns. I expect him to get the ball in the post, get out of my way, barbecue chicken, because he did that against Serge Ibaka. He got the rebound, did like a little jab step, pump fake, went by him and dunked. You know what I mean? So, it's like, I expect this team to come out with more sense of energy. You know what I mean? I expect the Lakers to come out with energy. I expect LeBron to come out with energy. I expect Alex Caruso to play better. I expect, even though KCP had 9-point stretch in that second quarter against the Clippers when we're down 22 and he's hitting threes, playing that defense, I expect him to, play a little bit better. I expect this team to come out better. I expect this team to be more ball movement. I just want to see us play defense, play hustle, limit turnovers. Don't let Luka explode for 40 points, hitting step back threes and going, you can't guard me. I don't want to see any of that. I want to see us lock down Luka. I want to see him, I want to see him get like frustrated and yell at the ref and get teed. That's what you need to do with Luka. You need to get in his head. You need to play some physicality on him, because a lot of people around the league think he's soft. The Morris brother on the Clippers roughed him up in that bubble playoffs. So let's see the Lakers need to throw some tough wings on him. LeBron, maybe AD has to guard him a couple times. Schroeder, THT ain't scared of nobody. He's, you know what I mean? So I want to see this Lakers team come out, get rebounds, run. I want to see us when we get a lead, stick to it. None of this fall asleep stuff this year. And here's the thing, Laker Nation. I'm gonna tell you right now. I'm gonna keep it 100 on the Big Baby Jonathan Sports Podcast, the #1 sports podcast on YouTube. If the Lakers lose tonight, we're 0-2. 70 more games to go. Oh, if we're 0-2, but I think we're gonna win. But it's the NBA. It's not, what I'm trying to say is, don't panic if we're 0-2, Laker Nation. If we get to 0-2, 1-1, then we're good. It's a long season. You know what I mean? If the NBA season was a short season, Clippers would have been back-to-back champs. Milwaukee would have been back-to-back champs. So stop it. Stop overreacting off of one game. We got one of these. We got a championship. Shout out to my girlfriend for the clock. Thank you, baby. But we got a trophy from staying the course, executing, and we just stayed the course, had a tunnel vision. So I want the Lakers going to do that. Lakers know what it takes to win a championship. LeBron's hungry more. AD's hungry. And the Lakers got the right team, you know what I mean, to do it. We're talented. And let's get into that. Shout out to my boy Vince. I know Vince is watching. Let me ask you guys this in the comments here. Put them down below. Who do you think is the deeper team? The Los Angeles Lakers or the Brooklyn Nets? I feel like it's the Los Angeles Lakers. Lakers have Montrezl Harrell, Kuzma, THT, Dennis Schroeder, Wesley Matthews. And the Brooklyn Nets have Spencer Dinwiddie, Karis LeVert, Jared Allen, Joe Harris. Okay, cool. Those are talented players, but I feel like this Laker team that we have, the bench, is more experienced than the Brooklyn bench. That Brooklyn bench is young. It's very young. Let's hypothetically say Lakers versus Brooklyn Nets in the NBA Finals. Yeah, hello. Yeah, who's going to guard AD in the post? LeBron's going. AD's probably going to guard Kevin Durant. And they also have Jeff Green and Landry Shamet, and that's supposedly be the make a difference maker for them to get to the finals in the East. I don't know. We got to see how the chemistry is with Kyrie and Kevin Durant. We got to see if Kyrie can stay healthy and Kevin Durant can stay healthy. You know what I mean? But what I'm trying to say is there's a team out there. It's I hate saying this because I'm a Laker. So I'm gonna keep it real. I'm just keeping it real. People need to watch out for the Boston Celtics. You know, that's weird for me to say that, but they got Tatum, they got Jaylen Brown, Marcus Smart, they got Kemba Walker. You know, they got Daniel Tice, they got Jeff Teague, Tristan Thompson. So that's a talented team right there. Brad Stevens is a very good coach. He can coach those guys, teach defense. So I feel like Brooklyn and Boston are going to be in the Eastern Conference Finals, in my personal opinion. I feel like Boston can beat Brooklyn. You know what I mean? Because Tristan Thompson can play that defense. They got Jason Tatum, hit that game winner. So Boston's the team, in my personal opinion. I know you got Miami, Milwaukee, but I feel like Boston has the necessary pieces to beat Brooklyn in a Game 7 series, in my personal opinion. You know what I mean? That's just me. What do you guys think? To you guys in the comment section down below on Facebook, YouTube, Periscope, and Twitch, who do you guys think is the biggest threat to the Brooklyn Nets? I think it's Boston. What do you guys think? Because I saw the game, Kyrie, KD, DeAndre Jordan, they got Joe Harris, they got talented players. But I feel like Boston has perimeter defenders that can guard KD and Kyrie. You got Jaylen Brown can play defense. You got Marquise Smart can guard Kevin Durant. So I expect Boston and Brooklyn to get to the Eastern Finals. Let's see. Got a question from Vince. True, but Kyrie and KD are the best duo in the East. Not close. I guarantee you Nets will be in the finals. Just pull Charles Barkley. LOL. So that means Brooklyn's not making the playoffs since he pulled the Charles Barkley. That's my boy Vince, man. Appreciate you always commenting, man. Appreciate everybody commenting, man. And I know Vince is a big time Jared Allen fan. But because they're one of the teams that are interested in James Harden. They're really interested in James Harden, and here's the thing, let's get into that James Harden situation. The James Harden situation is he got fined a lot of money for not showing up to a protocol. He violated the protocol because I guess the NBA say that you can't go to a strip club, you can't go to clubs, you gotta just stay in your area, stay at home, and he violated that. And James Harden gets in fights with teammates, wants out, not showing up to certain meetings, according to Westbrook and Chris Paul. You know what I mean? So If I was Houston, I would say, okay, what team? Just to make a point. Hello, yeah, Toronto. Yeah, give me Pascal Siakam, Van Vliet in the pick, and Anunoby for James Harden. Oh, you don't want to do that? You know what? I'm shipping your ass to Charlotte. Because James Harden to me is not a winner. You know what I mean? He's not a winner. He'd rather go to a strip club to try to win an NBA championship. So he'd rather go to a strip club to throw dollar bills at girls doing stuff, than try to win an NBA championship. He doesn't want to fix his game. He doesn't want to be critiqued on his game. So it's like, nah. I don't want to be part of that. Hell no. If I was a GM of the Houston Rockets, I would have been shipped them off. I would have been shipped them off. I would have been shipped them off, and I would have said bye, Felicia. What's good, Manny? What's poppin', bro? Thank you for coming on. Thank you for commenting, man. Merry Christmas to you, man. Thank you for always supporting the channel, man. Manny, my boy Manny from Canada, man. What's pop? Like I'm saying it's just James Harden's not a winner. He's a head case. He's a talented player, but his game won't ever win an NBA championship. Just the late great Kobe Bryant knew that his game won't win a championship because they asked him. T-Mac was there on the interview. They asked him. You know what I mean? So it's just like, come on, man. And Merry Christmas to you, baby. And once again, shout out to my girlfriend for the clock and the shirt. Appreciate you, babe. Shout out to you, babe. So I'll keep that there. What I'm saying is James Harden. Man, James Harden needs to get, why don't you, even Kobe and T-Mac, they asked Kobe, do you think James Harden's game will ever win him a championship? He's like, no, that plan said I won't. It's just why would you, Like he's not I don't like to bash players, but James Harden doesn't care about winning. Oh yes, he does. How? Explain to me how James Harden care about winning. I'll wait. Like he'd rather go to a strip club to turn up with his friends than be in the gym shooting the basketball and getting better each and every game. Just as a player, I lost all respect for as probably James Harden as a person. He probably look cool. But I don't want to disrespect James Harden like that as a person, but as a player, James Harden. He used to be one of my favorite players, but not no more. That's just my personal opinion. You know what I mean? But James Harden's probably gonna get traded very soon, according to my sources. According to my sources, you got Boston and Portland on one of the teams, and Toronto, like I just mentioned. If I was Portland, if Portland really wants to take the next step, you go like this. Hey, Houston, can you give me James Harden, PG Tucker, and I'll give you CJ McCollum, Zach Collins, and the Nurkic. His name is Nurkic, number 27. You give me 2 first-round picks, and we'll take James Harden off your hands. That's what I'm offering for you. Because if I'm gonna tell you now, if somehow Portland gets James Harden, that's gonna be interesting. Dame and James Harden. What do you guys? That Dame and James Harden duo will probably be. Whew. That'd be interesting. But I don't know how that would work chemistry wise. But let me see. We got Laker question from Lakers All Day Dope. Vince, Nets are up there with Kyrie and Durant in the East. Is deep just like the West. Yeah, East is deep this year, man. You got teams that you don't expect to be there, like in the 6, 7, 8 seed are gonna be talented. Orlando's talented. You got Philly. Philly is a team that are kind of like talked about and not talked about. They got Ben Simmons, Joel Embiid, they got Danny Green, they got Dwight Howard, they got talented players. But I just feel like Doc Rivers is an overrated coach. Is an overrated coach in my personal opinion. He brings championship pedigree, but when it comes to playoffs, where is he? Coaching wise, let me see where Doc Rivers is. We'll see what happens with that Philly team. What up, Kevin? What's going on? What's going on, bro? How you been, man? What's going on, Eric? What's going on? Hope you all is well with you and your family, man. 100. But yeah, man, it's crazy. Let me see. Got another question from my boy Manny. What's popping? East is very hard to call. Miami is 5. Made the finals. Yeah, Miami's a talented team, but I feel like they're going to take a hit. They're going to take that. They're going to be mostly drained from the bubble, and it's going to be a different team out of the East. But the only team that's coming out of the West this year is this team right here. But yeah, man, it's championship season or bust, in my opinion. You know what I mean? It's just that's how Lakers organization is. They all about championships. They ain't all about, oh, we must make the playoffs. Yay, we made the playoffs. Oh my God, let's celebrate. Hell no. If the Lakers made the playoffs and lost in the first round, it'll be a failed season. Because we're all about rings and banners and legacies. And LeBron, speaking of LeBron James, let's get into him real quick. LeBron is 4-6 in the finals, right? He's 4-6 in the finals. Wins the championship, 5-6. People, if LeBron gets to 5 championships, 5-6 in the finals, and it's gonna be crazy if he gets 2 championships with the Los Angeles Lakers, and that's it. I was talking to my friends on the Profanity Nation podcast. They asked me a question: what would it take for LeBron James to be a Laker great? I'm going to keep it real. You have to three-peat. If you give us 2, cool. You'll still be a Laker, like being Laker history. But if you want to be one of the greatest Lakers, the greatest Laker of all time is behind me right here. You could be third grade. Okay, Kobe's the greatest Laker of all time. Magic and LeBron could be the 3rd greatest Laker of all time if he three-peats. In my personal opinion. Yeah, I said it, and I'm going to say it again. LeBron James will be the greatest Laker of all time in that 3 spot if he three-peats. Kobe's number 1, Magic 2, and LeBron could fit that 3rd spot, in my personal opinion. Yes, I said it, and I'm going to say it again. And I'm going to say it. LeBron's the third greatest Laker of all time, and I said it. So I expect people to comment. What's going on? KI22, what's poppin', man? Thank you for coming from Twitch, man. Everybody have a Twitch now, so everybody go follow the Twitch. Big Baby John 17. You know what I mean? Let me see. If LeBron beats that deep net scene, that would be amazing, in my opinion. Yeah, that would be amazing, too, if LeBron, and here's the thing. Here's the other thing I want to mention. When we first got LeBron, he can't win in the West. He can't win in the West. Oh, he has to go through the Clippers. He has to go through this team. In the first year, we had a talented team. We got Lonzo, Brandon Ingram, Josh Hart, Zubac. We got a talented team. He got injured. You know what I mean? That day, he got injured. So, and then the next year, we got AD. Got to the finals, won a championship. So how was that hard? Everybody thought he had a hard road. So he went from the East, dominating the East. He's going to come to the West. He came to the West. He's going to dominate. And if LeBron James wins another championship, three-peats. If he three-peats with the Los Angeles Lakers, LeBron James will be the third greatest Laker of all time. Kobe's one greatest Laker of all time. I will keep saying it until my grave. Kobe's the greatest Laker of all time. Magic Johnson, LeBron James. You have to three-peat LeBron in order to get into that conversation. I'm talking about third, Manny. I'm talking about third of all time. You know what I mean? Third of all time, man. Because the Preferring Nation podcast asked me what would it take for LeBron James to be the greatest Laker of all time. And I told him he has to win 3 championships, three-peat, to get to that third spot. Shaq's fourth. You got James Worthy. You got a lot of great players. You know what I mean? What up, Steven? What's poppin', man? My boy Steven's from Sacramento, man. Appreciate you for tuning in. Hey, Chargers, man. We punched you out of the playoffs, man. Yes, sir. You already know the vibes. Good night to all Raider fans. You're going to sleep. You're going to be on the sideline. You're going to be on the no playoffs for us. You're going to be joining us too, man. Man, he said LeBron is the greatest Laker. Stop it. I'm talking about third of all time. You got Kobe, Magic, and LeBron. If LeBron wins us 3 championships, he'll be put in 3 greatest Lakers of all time. Kobe's the greatest Laker of all time. So, yeah, that's all I have to say. And, yeah, man, I will be doing a post-game show with my boy Aaron after tonight's game. So, I'm going to end this Big Baby Johnson Sports podcast. So, make sure you follow me on Twitter. Subscribe to my YouTube channel if you're new to the Big Baby Johnson Sports podcast. Thank you for subscribing to the #1 sports podcast on YouTube. You know what I mean? So, hope you guys have a blessed, positive Christmas. Hope you guys got your gifts that you want. Hope your family hope you guys got stuff. You know what I mean? So, hope all is well with everybody around the world. Thank you guys so much. Thanks, Manny, for tuning in. Thanks for my boy Chris tuning in. Thanks for my boy Steven, Vince, everybody in the comments all around the world watching me. And I will be talking to you guys after the game tonight. Peace out, Laker Nation. 100. Merry Christmas. Mamba out.